Just another quick video. I am the Caveman, and this is Caveman Creations. This is part 2. Before getting to the mountains, what I'm going to do is attach the top and bottom part here of the frame. And to do that, I'm just going to glue it with a little wood glue. Got just a little bit of this left. And I'm also going to brad nail it a couple of places. So now I'm working on the mountains in the lake. Drawing it out differently here and there. This isn't probably the done deal, but I just wanted to show you what my process was. Of course, all this will be cut out here at the top. Was the mountains. And then this will all be here. And then this is the lake. Goes across and there. So that'll be cut out. And I haven't decided if I'm going to put a mirror behind it or a piece of glass that's painted on the back side. I don't know. I'll have to experiment, because after that's in, then there'll be more pieces that go in right here in the front. All right. Got the mountain range drawn out how I want it. And the pond, lake, swamp, whatever your imagination wants it to be. So now I got to cut this out, cut out the mountains. So I got the mountains cut out and where the lake will go. I went and took a pencil and I traced out again so I'd know exactly where it's going to go. Because I'm going to take my Dremel tool and I have to do a bit of sanding now. So I'm now at the point of stop and go sanding, because as you can see, it's just about a right fit there. But over here, I'm still got a little bit more to take off. All right, got that in. Came out pretty good. There is a little bit of a gap, but you're going to have a little gap. You know, nothing's perfect. But it looks pretty good. So as I'm sitting here looking at it, figuring out what I want to do to it, I drew a line here and one over here. Because I think what I'm going to do is grind, and I mean that literally with a grinder, because a sander would take too long, half the thickness of this board in that area. It was the gunfire that... Now I'm going to take my Dremel tool and start carving out the mountains. You can see I'm starting to get into it. It's also going to give it a really nice texture, I'm finding, to give it that, because you don't want it smooth like the wood. You want to have some texture in there. So I'm just going to do that. I marked out some other areas. I'm going to dig this one out and around here and on the other side over here. So this is where I'm at. See, I like the textures in that. Same over here. I don't know if the light's picking them up. But I'm going to go quite a bit deeper, about maybe an 1/8 inch maybe a 1/4 inch on some. So I got to go in further. Put it back in the frame so I can take a look at it. Really starting to take some shape now. As I sanded down the ones in the background, but left a little texture to them. So as you can see the detail in there, hopefully, yeah, the camera seems to be picking it up. What I'm going to do now is burn it. So after burning it, I hit it quick with a sander just to lighten up the burn in here in the front part. And I was just sitting there looking at it. I think I'm going to, I drew a line here. I'm going to cut this part out like I did with the mountains up here. And I did a line already across here. And then I'm going to go and do this little area here. So now I'm going to take my Phantom Gray, a paper towel, and do the back mountains here. So I stained the mountains in the red, did not like it. So sanded it all down and started over again. What I'm going to do now is, as you can see, I darken this area right here because this is going to be the forest line. So now I'm going to take my wood burner and put in the tops of trees all the way across. Pine trees and there, as you can see, I put in the tops of the trees. They're just little nice, just to give the imagination something to go with. Sanded the sides here as the sun would be coming in, hitting the peaks. I think I'm going to put a little white paint so it looks like snow in the mountains there. And I'm going to go and put some green in here. And I did a little experiment of adding a little green to a burnt board just to give it a little color, just lightly. I'm going to do it with just a paper towel. And there we have it, with the little white on the mountaintops, little green in there. Maybe you can see really close. I hit the trees on one side. So there we are. And I think that that is as much as I'm going to do. That's it for this video. The next one, we'll put in the lake and finish this up. So, till the next one.